Ah, the open road. Just me, the wind, and the sweet hum of the engine. This is pure therapy. But then, the throttle rolls on just a hair too much. You aren't even trying to go fast. The bike just wants to run. One expensive paper souvenir later, the ride is ruined. You've got butterflies in your stomach, not the kind you like. Now, wouldn't this be a better version of the story? Out with your wife, enjoying the day?
Don't you know you gotta be careful, because if you got a ticket while I was on the bike, you'd never hear the end of it.
But even the best riders need a little fair warning, just in case you're having a little too much fun.
A little beep beep to save your wallet before you get that sick feeling in your stomach.
No ticket, no awkward silence on the ride home, just a nice wave at the officer while he waits for the real hooligans.
More money for dinner, more time for riding.
That's right, baby. Stick around, I'll show y'all how to set it up. Now, most guys just slap a ram mount or a metal shelf on their dash and it works, but it really turns that beautiful machine into a cluttered eyesore.
It's like mounting a shoebox to the handlebars. Not exactly the sleek look we're going for, honey.
And what happens when the clouds open up while you're stuck at a red light? These aren't cheap toys. One wrong drop of water can fry an investment. Leaving a premium detector out in the open is basically a free gift sign for dishonest people. You can't even run to the gas station for water or a bag of peanuts without worrying about it. Plus, wouldn't it be nice to use that high-end tech in every vehicle you drive without the need of a toolbox to move it? So where is this thing? It's not on the dash. It's not in the front cowl. Where can it be hiding? Now, I know what you're thinking. That's not going to work. It's behind plastic. It's in a case. Stick with me and give me a chance to prove this will work. For the brains of the operation, I chose the Uniden R4. It's got dual antennas for extreme long range. And this is exactly what we need when we're mounting the radar detector inside of a case. Now, to test this out, we're simply going to do 2 runs of a couple of courses. One in a car with the exact same Uniden R4 mounted on the windshield, and one with it in the motorcycle case, and compare those 2 readings. You'll see the radar detector's reading in the R4 app, which is shown on my phone's display when on the motorcycle. In the right hand corner of the screen, you'll see an inset image of the same radar detector while in a car. To make it easier to see, I've put graphics at the top that correspond with each radar detector signal. When pulling through the first crosswalk, the radar detector in the motorcycle actually caught a signal sooner than the one in the car. The audible beeping you hear is from the radar detector when in the car. On this run, I was running a little bit faster in the car than on the bike, so the car is a little bit ahead of the bike, but in general, they're within 100 feet of each other. You'll see an X-band signal pop up real quick, but the graphs are showing just the K-band. One thing to note about this run is there was a couple of hills that we went up and down. So you do get some signal blockage from that. I didn't see any automatic door openers in this area, and if there was, it would have affected both radar runs the same, whether it was in the car or whether it was on the bike. When using the R4 companion app, I can Bluetooth the audio directly to my Cardo headset. So I'm the only person that can hear the alarms going off. It doesn't affect Wendy at all. Obviously, with the strength of both signals, we're getting close to the bogey. Right now, we hit the bogey with a car, just went right past it. In just a few more seconds, you'll see that we pass up here on the right. There it is, the bogey on the bike. Obviously, we didn't get as strong of a signal once we passed the bogey. It was only facing one direction, but we continue to have a signal all the way past these churches here on the left side of the road. The map showed 0.81 miles between the first point that we got a signal and to reach to the bogey. So that's a pretty good indication if you're paying attention. This next run, there was two very large hills that we had to go up and over. So you'll see some intermittent signals kind of at different places. But we'll kind of do the same run as we did before and compare the two. So we start this next run right at this intersection with the light. It's where we first got signal for both the bike and for the car. It's kind of hard to tell, but we're going down a hill right now, and just a bit we'll be going up to a big hill. I want you to note the gas station on the left, it's a Chevron. That's pretty much the high point and where we'll top over and should see our highest signal. One thing to point out is that my side cases are plastic. If you have a metal side case or aluminum side case, chances are much higher that it would not work as well. Once again, the car is just ahead of the bike in comparison. I'd say it's probably about 100 feet difference. You can definitely see the Chevron station first and the car view versus the bike view. But you can easily hear and see that as soon as we top this last hill, it's full strength signal. So we got a pretty much straight shot to the bogey now. The car just passed the bogey. The signal dropped as it goes past. And about 10 seconds behind, the bike passes the bogey. Signal also drops. This run was 0.68 miles from the first hit on the radar detector to the bogey. And again, that's as the crow flies and also transversing two fairly large hills. Alright, now that we've proven I'm not crazy and this thing will work, it's time to do the how-to. And don't worry, it's not that hard. It's pretty straightforward. And I promise you, it's a whole lot easier than explaining to your wife why you got a ticket.
Access granted.
Well, let's start with simply attaching the radar detector to the bike. That's accomplished with a simple bracket that comes with the radar detector. Simply put a piece of Velcro on it, find the spot that you want to mount it, obviously with the radar facing forward on the bike, and slap it on there. The next thing to look at is the RJ11 data cable. Now you got to be sure and get a DSL cable, a high speed one with a good gauge wire, otherwise you'll get a voltage drop between the bike and the radar detector. Now this setup is going to require you to drill a small hole in your side case, but you put a grommet in it to keep it waterproof, and this will allow you to remove the side case in the future if you need to. I simply use black duct tape to keep the DSL cable nice and tight against the side case. It's pretty simple, just to take your time, make it as neat as possible, and that way it'll stay out of the way of anything you put in your side case. Next, we're going to remove the seat and take a look at the bulkhead fitting that makes everything waterproof and connects your two wiring harnesses. This bulkhead can be easily disassembled so that you can unplug your side case from the bike. We'll put a wiring cover over the wires going to the case, protect it from getting bumped around, and also they're slightly visible from the outside of the bike. The primary wiring harness is connected to the other side of the bulkhead and ran up under the seat and up under the gas tank, the plastic of the gas tank in my setup. You want to find a power source in the front of the bike that ensures that the power is cut as soon as the bike's cut off. I chose a safe and sound power harness. It was good quality and did everything I needed to. I got the optional flat mute button. It helps when the radar detector is just squawking in your ear to press that mute button and quiet it down.
If I understand, the R4 has 2 sensors versus 1 or something, and it just really doesn't. Now, you're not going to get any laser, because laser is a line of sight thing, and it can't see the laser. The laser can't see it either.
And this one's not directional.
Yeah, and it's not a directional model. It's fine. But with laser, if you hear a laser signal and you're speeding,
You're screwed.
you probably getting a ticket anyway. So, and let me just say, we didn't get this so that we could speed all the time. We got this because we're going through towns. We're not familiar with the speed limit. We got a lot going on. If anything, I would say this radar detector helps us be a safer riding couple, because it makes you more conscious of your surroundings. It makes you more, I think, more liable not to speed. It's a real good check to make sure you're not speeding when it goes off, because I mean, it's a flick of the wrist. You could be speeding before you know it on this thing. And the other thing is, you know, you're in a different town, different state. You pass a police officer, you're not really sure what you were doing. That whole sick feeling you get in your stomach, you don't have to worry with it, because you check yourself before you. I think it's a great solution. I haven't seen anybody else out there. I don't have a patent on it, but if you think it's cool, got any questions about it, let me know. I'm happy to answer any questions, but if you would, take a second, like and subscribe this video. Put a good bit of effort into it, just trying to help the motorcycle
I think you need to let others know that if you're on calm with someone else, they don't hear it. I think that would be a question that people would have.
Yeah, Wendy just brought up a great point. So if you're on comms, you know, you hear the radar detect through the comms in your helmet. Only the rider who is connected via Bluetooth to the phone that's running the app hears it. You know, your music can still play. The music just gets turned down a little bit when the beeping happens. Even me talking to Wendy, I can still talk to her when the beeping occurs. You know, the alerts are going off. We can still talk. Your music, it's just all happening at once.
I'm totally unaware of any of the beeping. I don't hear anything.
Yeah, so she don't even know it's alarming half the time. So I'll tell her, hey, you know, there's an alarm up here. Let's be careful. So that's a big plus of this system. The other thing, it's hard to see now. I may play with it. It's easier to see at night. There is a little LED light in this panel here. I got it just tucked in here. You may be able to see it. It's getting dark enough. I may reposition it, but it'll start flashing. There's a radar detection also. So pretty cool setup. It's pretty much stealth. And another big plus is that it's waterproof. I don't have to worry about the radar detector getting wet and getting damaged while I'm going down the road. If it's raining, it's still working, and I don't have to worry about it. When we get off the bike, I ain't got to be worried about getting the radar detector off the dash or over here or anything like that. It's secured. It's locked in the box. Nobody sees it. Nobody knows it's there, so it's protected. So it's got a lot of advantages with where it's being put. I'm not going to say it detects as good as if it wasn't in the box, as I don't know for certain, but I would definitely say it does plenty well to make sure that you're safe when riding around. So, again, if anybody's got any questions about it, happy to answer anything.